Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ERC Sundays. My name's Andrew Gatton, and once again I am joined by the wonderful Mike Wallace. How are you, Mike?
Hey, I'm all right, my friend. Looking forward to our last visit to Singapore tonight. I hope the race tonight is as good as we've seen this week.
It has been a very eventful week for all the guys in ERC. Round Singapore, some crashes, some major death moments, but
Oh, aye.
it has been quite the entertaining environment, if I do say so myself. I was involved in one of the races this week on Wednesday. It didn't really go my way, but I think I proved the point in qualifying that I am no slouch. But that's just that's the way I look at things. It's definitely opened people's eyes that I'm not just a commentator. I can actually drive a car when I can be arsed. But
Who said you're a slouch, Andrew? It's on your form figures. You won 100, for God's sake.
that is true. Too good. I'm too good, Mike. Anyway, welcome in, chat. Welcome. This is ERC Sundays, where we do a 50% race around tracks in a order. And it looks to me that this app is fucking around with me again today, Mike.
Oh, dear.
It's a good thing I've got it up, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Just gonna fix this real quick, and I'm just gonna see if that does it. You know, if I just leave that on full screen. Let's see how long it lasts today, because it seems to choose one week where it wants to be in full screen mode, and then other weeks where it actually just hates full screen mode, and it wants to do the other thing. So I think Streamlabs needs to actually do something about that. I have reported it, that trying to record on the Xbox app is literal death. And no, I am not using a capture card because I am not made of money.
Exactly.
I have a life.
I'm just watching MCL. Just been disqualified. Parked up in the.
Failed to connect to online services.
Oh.
I'm literally watching an online race right now. Hyconics just retired and MCL has been disqualified.
Yeah, MCL's disqualified for stopping at entry and exit of the pits.
Right,
so.
I'm gonna read this out to you. I have a red car just before the final corner onto the pit.
Yes, that's third.
Yeah, he's just about to go into that sort of little dip. He's now on the back straight. Oh, sorry, the front straight now. Gone past the
third, that is.
Right, so that is right. We are not desynced. I don't know why, you know, it's decided to play up over the past few weeks. We've been trying to get to the bottom of it ourselves. Rookie's not having the best of time around here this week, I think.
No.
In some ways,
Gass's your lead car just into the chicane before the start-finish straight now. He's your lead car on the qualifying laps. So. And he's going to go top of the board with a 1:30.9.
Yep, not a bad time. That's actually very, very quick from Gas.
Then we've got Shagstick.
Bearing in mind that we are on equal performance for this week. So for this one race, we're on equal performance. The other two leagues are not equal performance, but are a lot of fun either way.
Of course they are.
Oh, and Rookie License has ended his life.
Oh dear.
Big crash.
Minden's just on quickest. Is that a safety car on qualifying?
I don't think so. But it looked like he just kind of didn't brake and just went straight into the wall.
Oh, he's going to was he?
But didn't brake soon enough.
Here comes third with a 1:29.4. Wow. Over a second quicker than Minden.
We do have a lot of different drivers on the grid today. Most of them are regulars, to be honest. Actually, all of them are regulars, in my opinion. Mr. Franks is back this week. He's decided to make an appearance.
He's no anti-sisters goldfish stepsister's birthday party to attend, does he?
No, I know. Pro Ricardo, a 130.271 to the boy in the Merc. And he's just gonna completely miss the chicane. Okay. Sounds
I'd
about
like
right.
to make an announcement tonight.
Would you?
Mm.
I think this is the time to do it, Mike, if you're gonna make an
Well then.
announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, have I got big news for you. I have just recently today, got hold of footage of Goose's interview and video that he sent to Dream Boys for an audition to dance for that stripper group.
Where's
That's
this going?
interested in seeing,
Where's this
anybody
going, Mike?
just listen to me. This footage is under offer to the highest bidder, and all proceeds will be put towards International Paddock. So whoever gives me the highest bid for footage of Goose's video, DM me now, because it's worth.
Or in some instances, I know what he's talking about.
In some instances, I know what he's talking about.
Why don't you just join the Discord, as Pro Ricardo has gotten stuck? I'm getting a lot of feedback from you, Mike. I don't know if you've got the stream on in the background.
I'm me, mate.
I think you've got the stream on in the background. You get the audio on.
Well, I've muted my sound, but it's still there.
What, for the stream? What devices are you watching the stream on?
What devices are you watching the stream?
How's that then? How's that then? Have you got force feedback now?
What do you mean force feedback?
You know what I mean.
I don't know. Did you? What was it? Did you
Feedback. Voices.
Yeah, feedback. Yeah, right, yeah.
Voices in my head.
Oh, the voices in your heads. In your heads. In your head.
It's on my phone. I
What's
apologise.
in your head? What's
To
your
video
head?
you dancing.
Zombie.
That's what's in my head.
I was having a good time, okay?
He's topless. He's topless, by the way, as well.
Look,
Come on,
I was
get these
having a
bits
really
in.
good time last night, okay? Don't take that away from me.
I'm not saying he didn't have a good time. It's just that I've got footage of things that people need to see.
Do they now?
Yes. Because when you turn sideways when you're dancing, you fucking disappeared.
Well, that's what happens when you work out, Mike.
Oh, right. Okay.
You wasn't answered, didn't you? So I'm gonna
get these bids in.
Right, so I'm gonna make this very clear to everybody, okay? You can either put bids into Mike and give all the money to Mike, or you could just join the Discord. Because if you join the Discord, it'll all be there anyway. I mean, it's just as simple as that.
I'm not putting it on Discord. No, I'm not putting it on Discord.
It's not yours to put on Discord, Michael.
Well, it is mine. It is now because it's in my WhatsApp. So if it's in my WhatsApp, it's mine.
Okay, so I'm gonna add something to this, Mike. Okay? I'm a really look. I would rather people just join the Discord because then we can keep in touch with everyone, and you can actually join in the competition that we're running. Mike, what is the competition that we're running?
You need to clip a magic moment from an international paddock stream. I might even throw that video in as a fucking prize, you know.
You want to win it, don't you?
I'd love to win it. Love to win it.
You
and
know,
it's is it
really
£25 voucher?
It's a
£25
Xbox voucher for the winner. Okay, the top 5 get featured in the video. I reckon that you guys can all do that, because I know you all watch this and you really enjoy what content and shit that we come out with. So anything, it has to be from an international paddock stream. So
There's
you
no
have
content,
to watch
it's
our.
all shit.
Cheers, Mike. That's including yourself in that one. I'm gonna say this, okay? It has to be from an international paddock stream. It can't be from your own stream. It can't be from anyone else who is broadcasting. any of the races from International Paddock. It's got to be from an International Paddock stream. It can be the Wednesday, the Thursday, or the Sunday. It doesn't make no difference to me. Just a funny moment, a funny clip, and we will judge them live on International Paddock at the end of the season on a Monday night at 5 PM. So you know exactly where to go. On our Discord, we've got a page set up with the rules ready for people to start clipping and throwing stuff together. So if you do not do it, that's £25 wasted. I know that you can do it, and I know you watch our streams, so why not give it a shot? I'm trying to get the audio balance right. I just can't seem to get it right today, Mike. I'm really struggling here. Because it now just like can't really hear the cars, but then if I put it up to 7, then I can't hear you, and I can't hear anything else that's going on. So it's just stupid. I don't know what I'm doing here. What's
more important, me or the cars?
You, because the cars sound like vacuum cleaners. Sounds like fucking Henry Hoover. Not interested in Henry Hoover. See enough of him. But, I mean, reality of the situation is, Mr. Mike, is that Bird's on pole and Scar's actually second at the moment. MCL's obviously decided to disqualify himself and start from the back. If he causes an incident today, I'm going to laugh in his face, considering he is leading the championship. There's only 16 cars on the grid currently at the moment, but, you know, who's to say that nobody is going to join in and say hello in the next 5 to 6 minutes. We have approximately 5 minutes 55 left of qualifying. Michael, could you read out some standings for the guys so that they know exactly what's going on?
Of course I will. No problem. We are just waiting on one driver from the attendance that's been put on the ERC's Discord channel, and that's Ozzy Curtis, and we all know where he'll be fast asleep. But here's your championships. MCL currently leading the championship with 147 points. Bird is second with 105. Pasteleo is on 96 points in P3. P4 is Pro Ricardo on 87. Then in P5 we have Wallace on 77, closely followed by Rookie on 73, Exo on 71. Then we've got Shaggy on 64, Roman 54, and just a point behind Lord Rique with 53. Then we've got Wolf with 39, Minden 38, Bruno Lopez 31, Rally 27, PDMB 25, Franks 24, Lord NL 23, Adrenal 19, MG Limited 19, and the list goes on.
Yeah, of course, definitely does. Just to add into everything that Mike was just saying there, this means that MCL tonight, if he is to crash out, he could be very close to having that lead taken off him. How many points is it, Mike?
42.
42?
Oh, yeah, it's 33 for a maximum. That's fastest lap in qualifying.
Yep.
Clean race points, and obviously your win is 33 points. So he could, if he does crash out, he could put a big dent in his lead. So.
And it's not what he wants, but he's trying to keep the championship alive by not getting the qualifying points. And I think he just wants a good race. So let's see how it plays out for Mr. MCL today. Now, those of you.
We also happened to Mr. Verstappen today.
I didn't. I watched approximately 2 laps of the Grand Prix before I decided that I was not interested.
I only watched it because I had nothing else to do, to be honest with you, mate.
Fair enough. I was busy watching Super Trofeo round Indianapolis, and you know something? It was pretty stunning. I absolutely love watching IMSA and its subsidiary series, and I was having a bit of fun with that. The Porsche Carrera Cup, I just missed it. I sort of joined in just at the end of it, but oh my god, apparently that was a really, really good race. So I'll be trying to get some highlights and watching that back for you guys for the podcast tomorrow. If I can't, then I'll get you some sort of results for it as well. IMSA has been is at Indianapolis tonight. I will be trying to see if I can get it up because I really want to. I just don't think I can. It's really annoying. I want to, at the same time, none of you guys are interested. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Imagine not loving Cadillacs.
I love any motorsport. I don't care what it is.
Well, I suggest, Mike, you go to imsa.tv/live right now on your laptop, right? Get it up, okay? Indianapolis
IMSA.
Motor Speedway, but it's the Indy field, so it's the actual infield course, and they're
Right.
doing sort of, it's kind of like a season finale sort of thing for IMSA.
Right.
I suggest everybody goes and has a look at it.
Yeah, well do.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic round that track today. Sort of
I have been
been a really
I
good
have been
season
watching
so far.
today. British Superbikes obviously just up the road from me at Oulton Park. That was on, and I also watched the endurance motorbikes as well. That was quite entertaining. Quite a few crashes in that. But the IMSA thing that you're on about, I have wrote that down, and I will be checking that out either later on tonight or early tomorrow.
Definitely, Mr. Wallace has decided to go P3. I don't want to say anything on that. He's a very fast driver, but he doesn't seem to want to talk to me at the moment. We will not get into that because I do not want to be banned. So we will leave that there. Maybe a discussion to have another time on stream, but just at the moment we're going to keep that under wraps, and you guys can figure it out for yourselves next week, when everything's released. But let's chat a little bit more, Mike. We've got some really fast drivers in the grid tonight. Who do you think deserves a podium tonight?
I'm on board with him now. Met him yesterday, Shaggy. He's up on his time at the moment, just joining into sector 2. Yeah, I think he deserves a podium. He's certainly one of the most improved drivers on the grid, and deserves a good result.
Well, currently, right now, he's not doing half bad. He was very, very quick on Wednesday night. He was nigh on impossible to catch.
Did a sterling job for Ferrari on Wednesday.
What was that?
He did a sterling job holding the field up so his teammate could get away. And Echo was defunct. Here comes Shaggy now into the chicane before the start-finish straight.
Now, we're going to see a little bit of a change up on the grid right now. As Shaggy comes
Definitely.
around, surely he's going to improve on his time, and
No,
he does,
he
a
isn't.
1:30.6. Maybe not the pace he was expecting in equal performance cars, considering the pace he's had all week in realistic performance.
Mm.
Do you think that could be something to do with maybe just the pace difference between some of these drivers and himself, or what?
I don't know. Setups and everything else comes into things, doesn't it? I mean, there's not much between some of these drivers really on skill, pace.
Mr. Frank's
It's getting
about to
that.
come across the line. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, no worries.
And he doesn't improve on his time, so that's his qualifying ended. We're going to see if Pro Ricardo can improve on his time. He is flying at the moment. Actually, he's not flying. He's given up on his lap. Shaggy's done his lap, and Lord Rike is the only one that's on a valid lap right now. We're going to watch him right to the end of qualifying. He's got 2 minutes to get to the line, and I can imagine he'll be fine.
Yeah, I've mentioned a few times, Andrew. Anybody in the ERC is capable of a win. Anybody.
It's just about practice, to be honest, and I think it's been reflected very well in the fact that MCL was always a pretty quick driver, but it's because he put a lot of time and effort into improving his craft. So
Yeah.
it's the same for any driver, just learning and practicing instead of just turning up every week. It's definitely not an ample strategy. Lord VK doesn't manage to really improve his time, but Bird does. He goes a 1:29.2, securing that pole position for the Ferrari. Right now it's Ferrari, Williams, Haas. Something that we never thought we'd see. 2 Ferrari-powered cars in the top 3, and Williams straddling Mr. Wallace. He's getting sandwiched between 2 Williams right now. Mendino Bino, his teammate, will be starting directly behind him, which will not be a bad shout because it means that they can shuffle themselves through the order if they can do it right.
Correct. Just a look at the constructors, actually, if you don't mind. Can I go through the
Go for it.
constructors? Yeah, Alfa Romeo currently leading the constructors. Their drivers are Rookie and MCL. And we've got Ferrari, Exo, and Bird with 176 points, just behind them P2. And Alpine 125, Williams 118, Red Bull 116, Haas 115, McLaren 106, AlphaTauri 91, Mercedes 64, and Aston Martin 36. No drivers tonight in the Aston Martin or AlphaTauri, may I add, so their points tally won't be going up any tonight.
I think it's
But,
just down to the rugby, to be honest. Obviously, Australia Fiji was on just before the race there.
Yeah, and England on now.
Yeah, England are playing just now, so I can understand people not wanting to race tonight because they'd rather watch the rugby.
Well, it's
The
up to them.
rugby,
I know
that
what I'd
Australia
rather be
game
doing.
was very, very good, apparently. So,
Yeah, 2028 we're going by.
yep,
Mr. Exo says.
Well, it's 5 minutes for us to chat. So, Mike, I've been feeling a little bit down today. I don't know why. Not gonna lie.
Why haven't you rung me?
To be honest, I was on with my mate most of the day. We were doing some trucking. I think I was having a good laugh with him. I don't know. Let's just take this sort of time between the qualifying and the race, just to sort of reflect on some stuff that's sort of going on in our lives. I think that's an important thing to do at the end of a week, is to sort of reset and get going.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's sort of going back to the incident I had to deal with last weekend. To be honest, I don't know. I'm trying to not let that get to me. I feel like something as serious as it was, and I maybe just didn't process it correctly. So
yeah, that is tattooed in your mind now. That's going to take some.
It's hard, but I think I just want to just say. I mean, I like to say this to myself as well, and I like to say it out loud. Is that there was nothing else I could physically do for that woman. I don't know the outcome, and I probably never will. But the one thing I do know is that I used everything I could to help that woman, and whether that's how it goes or not.
You did your best, mate, in that situation. You've told me everything that's gone on. I couldn't fault the way that you approached it. Very professional, and don't ever think that you could have done more.
Yeah, you always do though. It's such a natural response.
Yeah, apart from stitching up the wound or whatever, what more could you have done, Andrew?
Yeah, exactly.
Leave that to the experts.
Yeah, definitely.
Unfortunately, there was no experts about, apart from obviously your experience. You used it. That's what it's there for. So don't take it hard on yourself, and just remember what the outcome could have been if you were around.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm happy.
Take a pat on the back, mate.
I'm
Take
happy
a pat
that way.
back for what you did.
Yeah, that's just one thing. And another thing as well is, I'm in this sort of rut again. I don't know. It's the same time every year. I'm not feeling as bad as I was last year. I don't feel lonely. I definitely don't feel lonely this year. I just feel like I'm in this wee patch. I'm kind of like not in a hole or anything serious. Just feel like I'm just a little bit.
I can only advise you on my experience. I'm 59 years old now, and every year since I can remember, this time of year, when these dark nights start coming in, the damp weather's about. You go to work in the dark, you come home in the dark.
Yeah, it's just. I feel today.
Summer's gone. You what's the name? You're drinking outside in the pub, beer gardens. Your trips out. They've all gone now because the weather's going.
Yeah.
And it gets me. I am on a downer. As soon as October comes in, and that's one reason, I always book holidays in September, early
so
October,
you can go back
just to get
out
through
and
that.
Drink. Yeah.
Yeah, not just drink, Andrew. Be friends, and, But no, this time of year does get me. And then you've got the pressures of Christmas. You've got the pressures, day-to-day pressures that mount up, everyday life pressures. But no, I'm a bit thingy this time of year. It does get me down.
I don't know. It's just like as well as that. It's just a lot of there's like sort of external pressures. This week I've just been so lethargic and slow. with a
Well,
lot of
you
things.
speak to everybody, Andrew, and everybody's saying it's not just you, mate.
I know.
I can
I just
guarantee
want
it.
to apologise to everyone as well who is listening, who was expecting stuff to be up on YouTube. I've just not really got round to it, and I know that's not the mentality, but I just wanted to kind of get that aired for everyone. It's just I've just not been there this week. It's been weird. Like, I've not worked. I've really wanted to push myself to go out and do stuff because it was still relatively okay this week. There was a few damp spells in the week, but it was weird, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, Mike. I just felt really
Nah,
weird.
don't beat yourself up about it. I'm sure you're not one on your own, mate. There's a lot of people feel like that. And I
Yeah,
mean, you know, say I'm going into this time of year again. My days during the summer, you know, now I don't like advertising the fact that I am retired, but my days are helping other people doing some gardening, putting lawns, sitting in the back garden with a brew. One thing, you know, that's all gone now. There's no nice weather. Lawns don't need cutting. The only thing I've got up forward to is ERC. So no, don't be
yeah.
hard on yourself, Andrew.
No,
And like I say,
I just wanted to let everyone know, because that's where I'm at the moment, because I know that a lot of people really look forward to the races going up on YouTube. It's definitely displayed within the analytics. Is that a lot of you guys really love going back and watching some of the races when they go live. I mean, you guys are our most loyal viewers. There's no other question. So, you know, I want to hype it up as much as possible.
I'm sure you'll get it done this week, Andrew.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know exactly how to enter this competition that we've got going on now. You've literally just got to follow the Twitch channel. Show us that you're followed, and that you want to just show a clip. Well, I mean, I can probably check if you're all followed, but it doesn't make a difference. Just show us a little bit of evidence that you follow us, and that, you know, that you want to take part in this competition for £25. You know that £25 on Xbox is actually still quite a lot of money. I can be honest with you. A lot of things haven't really
didn't
gone up.
have.
It's £25 that you didn't
have
have that'll help
Yeah.
you buy a new game. I mean, think of it this way: it can also go towards buying a new controller if you're a controller player, as well. So, I mean, that's what I want to say, is that all this is such a good opportunity for you guys to make a little bit of cash.
It can
I
get me
definitely
and
would.
my missus. I get me and my missus a 3-course meal in Tenerife.
Yeah, but I mean, this is on Xbox. You ain't gonna get a free
I'm going to
meal
cash
on
it in.
Xbox.
I'm going to sell it.
Gonna sell it. So you get that £25 back. You little shit.
As soon as you tell me how I clip things off International Paddock, I've got 3 clips now. Obviously, because I don't know how to do it properly. But once you've told me how to do it, I've got 3 clips in mind that I'll be entering.
Yeah, fair enough.
And that's 3 more chances than anybody else has got that hasn't put a clip in yet. So get them in. Get watching the International Paddock. Get them clips done.
Got to be clipped from Twitch, not from the YouTube. It's got to be a direct Twitch clip. You've got to publish it on the channel. It has to be fully published, not just shared. Make sure that it's named as well. So I want you to put your name at the end of it so that we know exactly who clipped it. I'll see it as well, but it's always good to know that we're about to...
What is deadline date?
Deadline date is the end of the season. Sunday at the end of the season. That is your deadline for entering.
6 weeks.
Yeah. Why is this such a shit view? Like, I mean, why do race starts? They're worse on this game than they ever have been.
Helicopter view here. Need helicopter view.
5 red lights, and away we go. Mr. Bird gets an okay start, but he needs to get that power down because Mr. Wallace is going to come alongside Pastaleo. He tries to squeeze him into turn 1. He gets pushed off wide. He's had to slow down a tiny bit so he doesn't incur a track limits warning, but you probably will get one anyway. From behind, we've got Scartrix, who's really aggressively trying to push around Mr. Wallace. Minden Bean didn't really get the best of starts. He wanted to be in front of Pastaleo, but you can see there was a little bit of argy-bargy behind. I said that it was Wallace and Pastaleo. It wasn't. It was Scartrix and Pastaleo.
Yeah. We're all clean apart from
Scartrix
Wolf.
and Wallace, not Pastaleo. Jesus.
Uncle Wolf has had a little bit there. Spin, and I'm just trying to look now. He has no front wing, so he's had contact with something.
Mr. Franks is going to try for a move down the inside. of Shaggy. Shaggy made a mistake there, and there's a car going wide. That is Rookie License and his teammate, Mr. MCL, going into this corner. I think Ricky was like, I'm not going to fight you, bud. You can go by. That's what I would have done in that situation. Best thing to do for everyone, because it is a
MCL up
31
to
lap
P10.
race.
Interesting, quite a few different tyre strategies. We've got 8 people on hards, 2 people on softs, the remainder on mediums. As gas goes to P6.
He had a very, very nice move there on Pro Ricardo. And Pro Ricardo was trying to see if he could have a wee look past again, but it wasn't happening for him today. He'll have to try again another day, it would seem. Mr. Bird, fastest lap of the race so far. The first lap he managed to 1:35.9. Not bad, 5 seconds on the start roughly. We'll see how quick they go around the second lap, because that's the one that counts at the moment. Mr. Shaggy
up to P9 behind Shaggy.
MCL is going to make short work of these guys. He's already carrying so much more speed through these corners than everyone else. Cars in front. We'll need to get some tyre stats on for you guys. In the top 10 currently, we have 1, 3, 5, 6 hard tyre users. The rest are on medium tyres.
Brave move there from MCL.
Oh, there's a little bit of contact there from MCL.
Gas gets back. Nice little battle going on here. McLaren of Franks all over the back of MCL2, but MCL pulls a little bit of a gap now.
Oh, MCL
down breathing space as he goes up to P7. So does Franks. Franks gets through.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best way to try that corner is to send it down the inside, because you do compromise that other person's exit, and they're sort of stuck on the exit of the corner, and then everyone else.
I had a nice shot then of 10 car coming down that sector 3 straight. His third was 1:33.
1:33 is a solid time for the first few laps of the race. DRS is now enabled. We're going to start seeing some jiggling around on the grid right now. I can imagine that Ricardo is going to be under pressure from MCL. I want to say this, I don't think MCL needs to use DRS to get past Pro Ricardo. You can see how much time he's gaining per corner right now on Pro Ricardo. I was looking at the timings around this track, and MCL is actually in the top 100 on Xbox around here.
Yep, as he comes past Pro Ricardo. Oh, Pro Ricardo's battling back.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very valid defence, but it's not going to be so good. I think just MCL's just so much more confident on the brakes. He knows exactly where he needs to put the car.
How tight was he on that bend, Andrew?
Very tight. It doesn't feel like it, right? So you come right up to it. Sorry, it feels a lot tighter than it actually is. But the key of trying to get it right is using all the track on the left-hand side on the entry when you're coming in, so that you give yourself a wider entry. It gives you a tighter exit, and you don't have to run it as wide to the wall, and you're already set up for the next corner. You're not having to cross the track and then try and brake. It's the best way to do it. I think when we watch MCL on that corner, we're going to try and see if we can get MCL on that corner. You'll see how much of the track he tries to use. I mean, on this corner as well, that we're on turn 1, you're wanting to be near enough, like turning in on that outside sort of rumble strip. You want to be pretty much halfway onto that rumble strip to get the best out of the car. The good thing around here, pretty much track limits is near enough the wall for a lot of the corners, but obviously there is some areas where the rumble strips do define some level of track limits, but you know, they're not as bad here.
Scar's putting a lot of pressure on the back of Bird now.
We'll watch this. Look at Bird there. Look at how much, and Scar as well, how much they're using, and look at how tight they can go. And they're already halfway there for this corner, using all the entry and exit. You gain, I'm going to say this now, being confident with your car can gain you over a second a lap here. Knowing exactly what it can do, because it's this track, right? It's not hard. People make it out to be hard because there's walls, but really, It's just about learning
Sorry,
what
Andrew.
your car's capable of. It's okay, Mike. Don't die on me, please. Iconic. Trying to get some points in the board for Mercedes today. He's currently in 11th right now. It's not too bad, but we all know he is capable of a little bit more than P11. See how
Definitely.
that goes. Wolf has put on fresh tyres. No, he hasn't, but he has been into the pits.
Lord Ricade's put fresh hards on.
Yeah, Lord Ricade's
Yeah,
been in the pits.
Wolf had a new wing. He got wing damage on the first couple of bends. I don't know how it happened.
He's decided not to change his tyres then. Fair enough. It would seem. But we're watching right now as Bird is sort of really under pressure from Mr. Scartrix.
And here comes MCL on Minden. Ooh.
Hold on here because he knows he's under pressure. He's going to have to defend to the inside, but the move's already done. Scartrix up into P1, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in this race.
Here comes MCL on Minden. Minden cuts him off. Defends with the corner well.
Now, Minden's not an easy driver to pass, I would know this. I
Yeah.
have seen him race quite a lot.
Be interesting to see what he can do on this DRS straight on the start. Just round here.
Now, Minden was the most improved driver, in my opinion, last season on F122.
And mine.
You know, we talked very, very briefly about that before, but he managed to really get into the flow of things, didn't he, Mike? He tries to make a move around the outside here, but he sort of has to turn in, and Minden's there, so...
Doing a great job, Minden. There he comes
now,
MCL.
MCL, yeah. He's having to really push. He's going to be alongside, so he is entitled that space anyway. It's just the way it is. It's very hard to pass around here.
Yeah. But he's shown how to do it on a number of occasions tonight as MCL.
Now, I will be honest, there was no need for the wheel banging, but it is just exactly where you have to turn in. I think Minden hoped that, you know, MCL would have been past him by then, but it wasn't the case. Just banging his rear wheel a little bit, so hopefully Minden didn't incur any damage from that, and neither did MCL. Iconic up to P10.
No, sorry, yeah, Scars increased his gap over as Wallace looks for he can move on Bird. No, better of it. But where are you, Iconic?
I will say Wolf
Shaggy
has managed to pit. He did pit for fresh hards. I was just reading the wrong thing. Well done, Goose. You fucked it. Not the first time he's fucked it around here, is it?
Oh, the Iconic is putting a lot of pressure on young Sagster.
There's a lot of pace going on in the pack at the moment. MCL is already up to P5. He's made up a position a lap pretty much. Plus some, maybe 2 positions a lap at this point in time. The average would be something in the decimals, but I'm going to say he's made up a position a lap so far on average, and he is pushing hard to try and make this another one on Pasteleo so we can get into the higher points. I mean, to be honest, it's not really hard for him. He is on the medium tyre.
Franks is dropping. Franks is spun, and there's carbon on the track.
Goodbye, Franks' front wing. He's trying to get going again. He knows he's got Rookie behind him. He has no wing. He's going to have to let Rookie by him. It's the only safe way of getting around this track. He's nearly at the end anyway, so, you know, the reality is he's not lost a lot of time, but he did lose his front wings, so...
I don't think he'll lose 14th place either. I think he'll come out before Wolf.
It depends. I don't think he's... I mean, he'll definitely get some time.
We're keeping you awake, Andrew.
Yeah, I'm just yawning, man. It's this time of night, okay? I just yawn, and Iconic is making a move on Shaggy now. Shaggy's going to try and defend, but it's not going to happen.
No.
The two
Bird
Alpines stuck in the bottom at the moment, between 9th and 10th. Not managing to
We've
make
got Bird closing on Scartrix, and we've also got MCL ready for a move on Pasteleo. Just coming over the Aberson Bridge.
Gonna have a wee look here as MCL. Now Pasteleo is not dissimilar in pace to MCL. with all things considered, we've also got to remember that MCL's mediums are still okay, but he has had to scrub them quite a lot to get moves done. So, because like that there, where he tried to take his TT light through the corner and has lost a ton of
Scar's
time.
spun. Scar's
Oh,
spun
no.
out of first place.
That's not ideal. See, I was nice enough the other day, wasn't I? When I spun round, I just waited for everyone because I was nice.
Yeah, yeah.
But it would seem that some people don't like that. You know? I think, you know, I think they would rather just be a hindrance on track and move. If you did that in real life, I'm not gonna lie to you, you'd be banned from motorsport. Simple as.
Throw the book at you.
Yeah, every single thing under the sun. So bear that in mind, chaps. Where I had spun was exactly where Scar spun, and I just, even though I think ghosting was activated, I still wanted to be nice, didn't I?
Yeah.
I had to be nice. There's no way about it. Where I had spun and I had damage as well. What was the point in trying to move out in front of people? Because I couldn't flip spin it from where I
MCL
was.
and Pasteleo, very close. DRS, will it make it? Not? Yes.
Yeah, it will. It's gonna
Yes,
be
it has
over.
made a big difference. Zoom, past the goals. Oh,
Around the outside, but Pasteleo's still going to have a defence, but not going to happen. MCL is entitled to as much space as he is, because he walls the car in front into the corner. Pasteleo, however, will have an opportunity to get back at MCL on the next straight, but I think the gap has increased.
nah, I don't think he's close enough, is he? No.
It's more of a sort of DRS straight just to keep the packs sort of bunched.
Oh,
isn't it?
Shaggy's out.
Shaggy's crashed. He has spun where I've died. Virtual safety car. Roman's trying to pit.
He is.
He's going to do what I did the other day and expect a proper safety car, isn't he? And it didn't
Shaggy.
come out in the end for me.
Do you know what it is with Shaggy? Too many dark routes. Too many dark routes for Shaggy. As I think there's who else? Rookies in the pits as well.
Yeah, everyone's taking this opportunity to jump into the pits. I think it may be a little bit too late for Wolf to do the same, but he is on a good strategy, so he's going to stay out. Lord VK, however, decides to stay out, and Frank's already did a pit stop, so he
Pasteleo.
doesn't need to. Now that's naughty, very naughty. Speeding under safety car conditions is not an ideal way to start your race off, is it, Mike?
No. And it's psychological as well. That 5 seconds is going to be ringing in his ears.
Hell yes. Right.
Anyway, MCL up to P3.
He's moving up the grid order as quick as he can. 4.3 seconds to Wallace in front of him. 4.5 even. And Wallace is actually out with DRS range of Bird now, so you know he's not getting any assistance. Bird's not making this easy for him to defend because Minden's up into P4 as well. He's made the move with Pro Ricardo, because Pro Ricardo seemed to have a wee moment, it would seem, because Minden seamlessly got past him and there's a 2-second gap, so a little mistake there from Pro Ricardo.
And Pasteleo's took his drive through already. Bless his cotton socks.
Did I say 5 seconds? It is drive-through for VSC.
Yeah.
Apologies. See, this is what I mean. I'm all foggy this week. This is weird.
You know, welcome to my world, Andrew.
It's because of other things. Yeah, see, now you shut up, haven't you?
Hey,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, just if you want to be, just stop watching that fucking video yourself. That'd make a grown man cry. Anyway, here's Wolf. Wolf's coming in the pits. Has he got a drive-through? He's doing a drive-through.
Is he, or is he actually pitting? No, he's doing a drive-through. I didn't think that he had a drive-through penalty.
No, I don't. No, he just got 3 points, didn't he? 3 seconds, sorry.
Maybe he got one and we didn't notice it. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Forget it. Fuck 'em.
Fuck him. I like
Fuck 'em.
that. Now,
Fuck 'em.
sorry for the spam. Mr. Exo is now having a little move on Iconic, it would seem. Exo starting from the back as well as MCL. And it would seem that the Ferrari is seemed to be on good form today.
Just over a third of the race gone, Andrew.
Is it? I didn't notice. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I've not been watching the time or the laps. I have been enjoying the racing that's happening because there's quite a lot of action right now, isn't there, Mike?
Exo is all over the back of Iconic, lining up a move. More than likely in the next DRS straight, he'll make that move happen. But I'm on board with him. I don't know about you, Andrew.
Yeah, we're watching him.
Here he comes.
And it's goodbye, Iconic. Makes the move and it makes it stick as well, it would seem.
Nice
I
move,
love how much
nephew.
track these guys use on the entry of that corner. A lot of people just want to brake, and that's it, especially here as well. There's a reason why there's a divot out of the wall that you can use, so that you can actually turn into that corner. Now this bit here, that wall comes right out at you. So you cannot use all the track there.
MCL is less than a second behind Wallace now, but he was 4 seconds a lap ago. Ready for this move.
Iconic is trying to see if he can get back a little bit. That time he's lost to Exo, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Exo has just got pace.
Yeah. Frank's lining up and move on Lord VK. P12. No.
He's got him in his gun sights, Mr. McLaren behind. He's
MCL wasn't close enough on Wallace to take the lead. P2 on the start finish straight, but only be a matter of time, I think.
Oh, he gets really loose out of that corner. Frankie Bojangles gets a wee bit jangly on the rear. We've had 5 pit stops so far, and they're all at the back of the grid at the moment.
Aye, here comes MCL now, right up the route of Wallace.
Wallace has maybe made a few too many mistakes because Bird is 3.6 seconds ahead of him now. Maybe not ideal, considering Bird is on the ideal strategy in this moment in time.
Definitely, yeah, I'd have gone hard to start off with. But who am I? A commentator, not a racer. Here comes MCL on the outside.
Oh, hello.
Oh, now then.
That was a bit naughty, wasn't it?
Was it a little bit? The less said, the better about that, because I can see that being an incident.
Anyway, let's move on.
Yes, Frank's just got past Lord Rique, by the way.
We knew that was going to happen soon enough, but the question is, how long until Frankie Bojangles himself into a wall, because he is very loose on that rear end, isn't he, Mike?
Is he as loose as the Deuce, Andrew?
Well, he's not as loose as the Goose, but he's as loose as Magnum PI.
Oh, yeah. Well, he will be, because he is Magnum PI.
Exactly.
Iconic.
Mr. Rique.
Exo.
Mr. Rique is trying to get some time back, but it's not happening so far.
Iconic and Exo. Yeah, I thought that was a bit uncharacteristic of nephew Exo.
It does seem he is a bit quicker than Iconic at the moment on track. It seems that like the only way for Iconic to be able to get that position back at the moment was under that pretense that Exo would make a mistake. He did actually, he missed the apex there. He's just struggling a little bit on the hards to find the sweet spot. But who knows? I'm just a commentator, not a racer.
Yeah, and Scartrix is putting pressure on Paul Ricciardo, P5, pulling himself back together after that spin earlier.
Scar is another driver that is relatively quick, but...
Wolf's out.
Oh, That's going to be a safety car. The positioning of that is just directly on turn 1. So we're going to see... We're going to
Safety
see
car's out.
Mr. Bird. He's going to get collected by the safety car. It's not ideal for the guys who have literally just drove past the pit lane. That is Bird. He's stuck outside. He's going to have to pit this lap. He's going to have to hope that this safety car goes a bit quicker, because he's nearly killed the safety car going into that corner.
Minden and Bird are out. Minden had the choice to go in the pits but didn't, and Wallace, MCL have all put the hards on.
Now the question is, Minden's taking track position right now, sticking with his original plan. Also, his teammate was in the pits as well, and he was going to lose some time if he had pitted then.
Yeah, true.
So,
and also we can do.
Try and pit this lap instead.
Yeah, if he keeps track position, Minden could perhaps hold MCL up, but I don't think he'll give up the opportunity to pit him. What are your thoughts, Andrew?
It's interesting you say that. I think track position at this point in the race is probably the best. You know, it's not halfway just yet, but by the time the safety car comes in, it is good.
Them hards will be coming into their own on 13 laps, won't they? They'll be smack on them hards.
It's not a case of that. Now the newer tyres are going to come in and they're going to make a difference. People trying to get off of their tyres sooner rather than later, so they can get the pit stops out of the way. Now that's something that I can get behind. Because simply, it's just so, in some ways, they know they've done their one stop. If they've got another safety car, they've had their stop. This would be the point that I'm looking to pit. I pitted a lap 50 as well, just to get off the soft tyres that I had put on previously.
I think it's good, you know. It's good that you're on comms tonight with me, having experience as Bird and Minden going to pits. That leaves MCL to follow safety car and P1. But it's nice to have you, having had experience of racing on this track, and giving your point of view on what you were doing, and I think it's good for the viewers as well. Yeah,
I mean, they don't need to watch my stream on my own channel for that, because well, to be honest, half of it was just me chatting to Angelo and other guys. But the reality was, it was just a case of just being confident in what you're doing. Being around here, and the pace that you're having to drive these cars at to be able to keep up with guys in front and you can just make positions up. You know, you need to be sure of every move that you're making. You need to be sure that every time that you're on the brakes, that you're going to stop for that corner. And another thing is, as well, is being sure of exactly where your car is on the track at all times, because you don't want to be, for example, here, being too far to the left and hitting the wall, because then you're not stopping for this corner. If anything, you're probably going to lose your wheel. That's a bit of an overstatement, but same with this corner. If you get on the power too early, you're in the wall. This up here, just where the safety car is right now, the wall jumps right out at you, right there, bang. Big spike coming out the way because it's an exit. It's a access point to the track. It
got
comes out.
A message. Sorry, go on, Andrew. Keep going.
Say it comes out very, very quickly at you. That little piece of wall. Same with that there. To get the perfect line, you want to be trying to brake in a straight line through there, getting the car slowed down a little bit before the corner, before you go round it, before the hairpin. You don't want to be slamming on the brakes last minute, because you're just going to fly off, and it's going to end in tragedy. So then you'll lose half a second a lap, and it's definitely something to be watched at. Now, you said you got a message.
I have, yes. It's in Discord, and it's from Shaggy. Iconic. Sorry it caused you damage, man. My mum turned my light on, took eye off screen for a split second, and bang. Sorry, man. I'm absolutely fuming.
Oh. Well, alright, Pete.
Don't think we've had that excuse before, have we?
No. I don't actually think we have. Valid excuse, though. I hate when my mum does that. Anyway.
I think there's another lap of safety car. I'm just going to nip down, Andrew, get myself a bottle of water and a new packet of cigarettes.
I've got a cream soda, but not just any cream soda. I
Not
decided to
bar
treat
cream.
myself today. It is bar.
Isn't it? Oh my god. I'm going to have to give you my address because I need some bar, dandelion and burdock, cream soda, shandy, lemonade. I just need it. I
Yeah.
miss me bar. I miss bar, cream
I decided
soda.
today,
Ooh.
instead of just drinking it out the can like an idiot, I put it in a glass tumbler.
Did it taste any nicer?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You get more of it in your mouth. And also, feel like, because it's also right, you get the plastic bottles, the big bottles, right?
Yeah.
I find by the time you get to your third drink of that, it's flat. Okay. So what's the point?
You got a
It
point there,
seems to
Mucker.
be the canned ones seem to have a better flavour to it. I don't know why, yeah.
Can I just say something, Andrew? I've just opened my fridge to get me bottle of water out, right? And there's freshly picked tomatoes from my greenhouse in that fridge. And Julie's on a laptop working.
Hello, Julie.
Hello, Julie, Andrew said.
Hi, Andrew. How are you, Julie?
How are you, Julie?
I can't hear her. What's she saying?
She's concentrating on work. She's
She's concentrating.
I think she's doing rotas.
Alright. MCL slowing down now. We have a safety car coming in this lap.
Oh, I've
MCL
not got my
will be
fags.
leading. Hurry up.
Okay, now up and down these stairs. I wish I had £1 for every time I come up these stairs today. Tell you, Andrew. Tell you.
You know, I've got something really interesting, right? I'll tell you after the safety car restart.
My cigarettes were buying me boarding passes for Tenerife, by the way. I was just putting that in. And we're off. We're off.
Yeah, good way to do it. Because you have to be kind of flat around here. Gets away well. Wallace, however, is too wise to Mr. MCL's play here.
Third up to P4.
What is this camera?
Shit, innit?
They love it, don't they? They absolutely love, oh, look at this camera angle. This will be awesome. Fuck you, yeah. You're a bunch of wankers.
All taken, no give.
I know, right? Anyway, Mr. Birdie. He's a little bit eager. He lost a bit of time in that corner because he's not using all the track. He does there. But like, what are we watching right now, ladies and gentlemen? We are watching ERC Sunday. This is round 6. That's Singapore. If you haven't seen any of the previous races from Singapore this week, well, they're all live on Twitch, and they'll all be live on YouTube as well, so don't worry about that. If you're watching on YouTube, hello, like and subscribe and follow. My name's Andrew Gatton. You probably should enjoy some of the other content we posted on the channel as well. We've got the full season, roughly, of ERC Sunday. I believe we're missing maybe one race, I think it was France, for round 4 on the channel, which is unfortunate. I just couldn't get them up in time, it's my bad. In the meantime, however, I am looking to hire someone to essentially look after the videos from the Twitch and put them on YouTube. So if you've got a bit of free time during the week, you know, preferably on Fridays or Mondays to upload videos, then you know what to do. Get on that. It's just to literally transfer videos. I just sometimes just forget and don't have a lot of time. I'm just, you know, it's not paid. I just want someone to be a part of the team that will actually remind me, or at least do it themselves. I mean, it's just...
Birdie, no?
Yeah, Birdie's going up. Oh, but someone's still there. Mr. Pro Ricardo is having a wee look in again to see if he can get him moved in inside. Mo tried to kill me on that corner. My own teammate tried to kill me in that corner on lap 1. It's a little bit eager.
Nice little battle coming now in P6 with Gas, Iconic, Minden, Pasleo, Exo's there as well. So
I will say, at least, you know, Mo actually did say sorry for that. He didn't intentionally. He thought he caused me damage. He didn't. I just avoided him. I just avoided him as he went straight on.
yes. I say Bird, Pro Ricardo, using these mediums to good effect, closing the gap on the front
Watching
two,
corners
but
past you at
MCL's
the
3
moment.
seconds away.
As he's behind Mendino Bindo.
Oh, Mercedes and
Oh!
Pro Car just gone straight.
Yeah, and
Not lost any
Pasteleo
position, I
nearly
don't think.
kills Minden B. Yeah, 130, 1-4. We're starting to get to the later stage of the race. That is something I would expect from MCL, to be honest, and hard.
Car tricks picks up a penalty as he's lining up a move on Pro Ricardo.
Now, I always talk about this, right? I think it's quite interesting. I have known Scar from racing longer than I've actually known him.
Oh.
Because when I started doing commentary, he used to race in a racing league called Invictus Racing on the Xbox. And I remember Mr. Scar doing a very, very competitive league. The boys were all very, very professional, very fast as well. And they gave me my first shot at commentary, and that's where I'm here now. We talked about it before, but I think it's
Yeah.
Is that the Chipotle building? Oh my god! There is some issues ahead. I think Minden's getting caught up behind gas and Hytonic.
Yeah. And Scar's trying everything to get past Pro Ricardo.
I will say, I believe that
Third past Wallace, never saw that. Third up to P2, never saw that move. But it's all happening now to Scar. No. It's all happening, Andrew. It's all happening.
Scar wants to get past Pro Ricardo. He knows he's got capabilities today to do very well.
Maybe here with DRS. Gets a good line. Good exit. Make the move. No.
It's good to know as well that Scartrix, he's a reserve driver for Team Alba 43 on the Xbox.
There's a bit of a thing, gas. Pasteleo.
Yeah, I kind of guessed that was going to happen. Pasteleo, he's not patient. He's really not patient behind anyone today.
I don't think it was his fault, mate. I don't think it was his fault, to be honest.
I'm going to be honest, from what I saw earlier, right, he rammed Minden because he was braking later than everyone else. Just before Sector 2 chicane. And he nearly caused an incident before that as well. I was just sort of waiting. Just sort of waiting for that to happen. I'm not going to lie, it sounds bad, but
Scar's got past Pro Ricardo, by the way.
Yeah. Minden tried his best to give as much space as possible to gas in front, and I just feel like Pasteleo was just being a little bit too aggressive trying to get past and make some moves.
It's a good job that the car came into Gas's car came into AI. Actually, it could have been a really big accident.
On the back of Gas 17 at the moment. Well, Enrique not been going too bad today. Red Bulls, they're not the fastest on track, and I think they know that themselves, but they're here and they're having a good time.
Gas is in pits.
Yeah, he's in a pit. He does have damage, I think, in this car, so it's
And he spun in the pit lane.
Pasteleo. He's
Gas.
out on track. With Gas. I was going to say.
New wing for Gas. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
I was going to say, I thought we were about to have one of those issues again. I thought Pasteleo was in the pits, but I'm blind. Don't worry about me. Chat, just shoot me in the foot. Please do.
Do that.
Well, Mike, while we've got a little bit of breathing room, let's talk a little bit about what's happening this week. Bearing in mind
this
that
week,
Papa Champs is not on tomorrow night.
Yeah. I will tell you that International Paddock will be live on air around 5 o'clock tomorrow with reports from the F1. Andrew, you'll have your IndyCar, will you? Yeah, Indy. There's a bit of Superbikes from Open Park, will be reporting that, and also ERC's week at Singapore will be highlighted in the chat as well. And then Wednesday we've got round 7 of the managers, and That's it. Interlago, is it? Brazil?
Interlagos, yeah. I've already been doing a little bit of practice round there.
You have. And then 100s on Thursday.
Did you manage to beat my TT yet, Michael?
I've not really tried, Andy, to be honest with you. I've been a bit busy, haven't I, with mother-in-law's party and one thing another, meeting Shaggy yesterday, and I've got contracts this weekend as well, so I'll be pen to paper tomorrow doing all the contracts.
I don't know. Do we announce? Am I allowed to announce anything? Am I allowed to?
No, not yet. No. I'd love to announce that you've got a seat at
Wherever.
Mini.
Yeah, Mini. I'm driving for Mini this year, ladies and gentlemen. I'm driving the Clubman Sport in F1.
Yep.
That's me.
That's you.
And I'd also like to announce that I'm going to be a replacement driver for Cadillac. But next season, I'm not. I wish. But I'll tell you.
Will they have to put wooden blocks on the pedals for you?
I was chatting to someone last night who has actually competed in the Le Mans Classic.
Actually,
he drove a Viper GTS ACR in Le Mans Classic. He's only 18 years old, and we were having a nice convert. I don't really remember his name, not gonna lie, because I was drunk. But I do have a Snapchat, so he could be coming on the podcast very soon, ladies and gentlemen. He says to me he doesn't know what to talk about because he's only had small, limited racing experience. He's driven a fucking rally car. I don't care. For me personally, he's someone I would love to have on. So, guys, you guys need to be watching to find out what it's like to drive a real race car from a rally stage to bloody the Mulsanne Straight. How
that'd be great. Have him on.
mad is that? So we'll see if I can get him on board with that, because I think he'd be a great character to have on the podcast. Maybe not this season, but maybe next season, as we are. So, and the Pro Ricardo gets on the power.
Wow.
Gets on the power, and Carr says no. He's out behind his teammate for tonight, Mr. Hyconic. Hyconic, he's not a usual Mercedes driver, is he? He is a reserve tonight, is he? Oh, hello. Everybody seems to be dying as Mr. Minden has spun as well.
Oh, Minden, Dino.
Minden, you can go now. You need to go. There you go, my man. You're listening. Don't read. Yeah, just stay. Yeah, good lad. But very interesting to see, people at night out. He's literally local to me, and I didn't know that he was racing and stuff like that, having a bit of fun. I think it's been really, really funny, to be honest. Seeing the amount of people that I have met through, connections. I think everybody's having a wee bit of issues right now. I'm not gonna lie, everyone's getting a bit tail happy. Mike, is it wet on track at the moment? Because I can't see any rain.
No, I can't. Unless it's the humidity and dampness of Singapore that takes
wow.
70. He's struggling, Pro Ricardo, isn't he?
I think there is something on the track. I'm not going to lie. It just feels like some of the cars have got no grip at the moment. It's these, sort of low-speed corners. People are struggling to get the car stopped and turned in. Pro Ricardo really fighting his car. Maybe too many lockups. He's maybe had too many lockups. He's made his tyres 50 pence pieces.
Rumble strip, 100% of the race as Pasteleo pits.
Like the Mercedes from last year.
Yeah, he's having a new wing. It's Pasteleo and soft tyres. See him to the end.
He's not had the best of race tonight, has he?
Nope, he hasn't. He's struggled for one reason or another because he was the race winner last week.
Yeah, it would seem that MCL didn't have the best of time out last week, did he?
No, DNF did that. Adrian.
Now we see breaking into the corner. Pro Ricardo's starting to get a little bit tired, but he's really having to fight that car.
I know he's been fighting the car. I'm on with him now, and he is fighting the car, but he's still putting pressure on Iconic. He's certainly got some pace underneath him.
I
Just
think he's
struggling on the
definitely quicker
corners.
than Iconic this evening. But he's just not had the best of races, has he? He's trying to make a few mistakes here and there. Maybe the track's just a little bit warmer than they were expecting as well. Tires maybe a bit over pressured for the environment that they're in, and it also doesn't help that everybody just likes to slam on the power when they've got no TC. I understand that's probably the quickest way to drive the car, but it's definitely not the quickest way to drive your car over a long distance.
Correct. So we've got, say, Pro Ricardo and Iconic is the closest battle on track at the moment, apart from Minden Bean, who's putting Rookie under a lot of pressure now. And we will see the move. Yeah, there goes Minden. Oh, no.
Squeeze in. He's giving him as much room as possible, but it looks like Rookie just got bogged down on the rumble.
Unfortunately.
He's struggling a little bit as well. Those tyres maybe, as I say, not feeling the nicest at the moment. Yeah, he's really struggling. Jesus.
Now there's the gaps. Iconic's drew. Whether Pro Ricardo's had a moment, I don't know, but Iconic is.
Rookie is full on ragging that car around. Sorry,
yeah,
Mike.
I was noticed that. No, I noticed it when Pasteleo.
Really having to attack the corner to get the car in there. I feel like he's driving like a. You know what it looks like? He's just trying to drive a Lancia Delta around the corner, or just a Stratos.
Unless it's Mrs. Rookie racing again.
I wouldn't say so. I feel like, you know, if I got beaten by Mrs. Rookie the other night, then I would feel a little bit bad about my performance.
Scartrix is all over the back of Wallace now. For P3.
I feel like if Scar gets past him, then, you know, we're on for a good race. It's a fantastic camera angle going through this section of the track.
Are you on the helicopter cam?
Yeah.
Love it.
It's probably the best camera angle in all games that you can get at the moment as a helicopter cam, because it's just so well done.
Yeah, quite a few. I see Pro Ricardo's built the gap that he'd lost to Iconic. So he's definitely got some pace underneath him, Pro Ricardo. He's just losing it somewhere.
For the low speed corners, I feel like he just doesn't get the grip. He's definitely got the straight line speed. Yeah, let's look. He's having a fight to get it to turn. You know, he's really not having a good time on the mediums. No. Storied leader in his endurance. Joined in to see how all the racing's going. He's gone wide. Yeah, a little bit of slide going on here. He's really struggling right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Here comes Scar on Wallace. Scar makes a move on Wallace.
Big squeeze round. You know, making a move in that corner is extremely difficult. Because if you go wide, you have to concede the space, right? But if you go too shallow, then you cut the apex and you end up in the car that you're trying to overtake. So you've got to be really, really precise. This is what I was saying earlier. You don't get that move done, you're going to have to back out of it. There is no questions asked, because you will cause contact and you will end up in a wall yourself. So it's just about just making it all right. I think Wallace's tyres is struggling a little bit as well. The track seems to be, it's like it's heated up a little bit, and everybody's driving a little bit like it's on ice.
Yeah, I look back into Magic Mike's facts. The drivers.
He's locked up going at that corner. The track is definitely too hot.
Yeah.
These guys have got overpressured tyres.
Yeah, the say 70+% humidity.
Right now we're watching
here at Singapore. 30 degrees, 35 degree temperatures. Definitely going to make some.
It's very hard to race
dent in the track.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I've got some
yeah.
experience with overpressure tyres, obviously in GT cars, and I can tell you, it's not fun. It is essentially like driving on ice. You just not got the contact patch, and the car feels really bouncy as well, especially on a street track like this. It'll feel a little bit uneasy.
Yeah,
So we
here
can
comes
see
Iconic. Pro Ricardo on Iconic.
Oh, Iconic's
Got
gone
a bit.
wide, and he's
Ooh,
snapped
hey up.
it. Yeah, I mean, Pro
Lucky to
Ricardo's
keep his
hang
position.
back a bit, isn't he? You know, it's just the way it is. Gas 17 makes a move on rookie license.
Yeah, we had a yellow flag for a flash then. Oh,
A
MCL.
little bit of some action going on track at the moment.
MCL
We're
picks
going
up
to
a
have a
penalty.
little look at how things are moving on. I feel right now as if Mr. Wallace is just maybe got the tyres wrong today. I don't know. What about yourself, Mike? Do you feel like maybe the hard tyres, but maybe the pressures he's put in are a little too much for him?
Maybe so. Pro Ricardo gets past the Iconic. Maybe so, mate. I'm not into that depth of strategies with tyre pressures and everything at the moment. I know they do make differences in one thing and another, but it's beyond my strategies at the moment. Tyre pressures.
Maybe I can teach you one day.
Maybe, yes. Maybe a little bit of a tuition with my good friend Goose will come in handy.
Yeah.
These two battling, Pro Ricardo and Iconic. Exo now is just 2.5 seconds behind. There's a yellow flag. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, it's gone off. Rookie. I think Rookie's under pressure from somewhere. He's
lost
not,
it.
Not liking it tonight, is he?
13 lap old mediums are going to be feeling it as well. I do feel like maybe he is a bit overpressured as well. He's been struggling. Pro Ricardo's been struggling. Minden had a little period of time where he was struggling, but maybe adjusting his driving style has helped a little bit, but he's understeering a little bit in that corner. The tyres are not behaving for him. But these guys seem to have got it right. I'm going to say it now. Wallace seems to be losing too much time to Scar in front. I think it's maybe all over. Scar Trek's obviously got the penalty, so Wallace will, if he can hold on for the next 2 laps, will get back into that 3rd position, and Haas will have all those points carried again from Mr. Wallace. It looks like Minden's not going to really make too much of an impact unless Roman and Lord UK make mistakes. Watching right now, Wallace is number 10. It's not ideal for him right now. He's going to have to really push hard to try and get that time off him. Gap's the leader. It's astronomical now. 20 seconds from Wallace to the leader.
He's in and out of DRS range as well.
You want to stay in that DRS range because it guarantees him that he's going to be sort of safe.
He is struggling with his tyres, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just noticed then he's. But it'll be what it'll be.
It will be what it will be. Iconic. Trying to stay on the back of Pro Ricardo. There's only 2 cars that have penalties, 3 cars that have penalties today.
Yeah.
Pasteleo, MCL, and Scartrix are the 3 cap penalties. We're going to have a wee look at the penalty situation. It's all just 3 second time penalties. Nothing too serious. It's definitely not going to really affect MCL too much.
No, as he starts his last lap.
Iconic has an opportunity to overtake his teammate here. But I don't think, if the smartest thing is just to hold position. I don't know if it's very fair battling from the last lap and risking it. He does want to be close enough through here if he wants that move or not. And Pro Ricardo is just, he's not managing to get the car turning, is he?
No, he's struggling. Seems to be going round in rectangles.
Yeah.
Like his tyres.
Yeah. 50 pence pieces
Mm.
on his car. Set of rocks almost. Oh, but here we go.
Oh,
Iconic's going to
go,
make a
go.
move anyway. Controversial,
That
but
was
it's
tight,
happened.
wasn't it? Wow. Nice line that was.
I honestly think Pro Ricardo, he stayed to the left. I feel like maybe he let him by in some way.
Safe points though. Safe points for Mercedes. 5 and 6. Good haul of points for them.
Definitely is. I would have probably seen Pro Ricardo
They
being
will
the driver
leapfrog
that...
AlphaTauri actually. They
Yeah,
will leapfrog AlphaTauri with the points tally that they've got.
I will say this. Pro Ricardo is, I think he's
Here
higher in
comes
the
MCL
championship
for the
than
win.
Iconic.
There's MCL. Takes the win.
Mr. Bird's going to come out and take second.
Yeah. Nice drive from Bird.
Just increases the points lead for MCL only just a tiny bit today. Bird managed to finish second, but it's still an increase in points for MCL. Scartrix coming on P3, but that's going to change as Wallace gets a podium tonight.
Well done.
P3.
Pro Ricardo and Iconic aren't over. Oh, they are. They are. Iconic takes it.
Exo has managed to finish P7. Pretty solid drive from himself tonight. Frank has managed to bring it home into P8. Considering his early escapades, very, very well done to Frankie Bojangles and all of those in the Magnum PI cast. SRC Norman comes from P10, Recas, sorry, in P9. And Minden P11. Jas. Now he's had a pretty good race today, just a bit unlucky at times. He had a lot of pace today as well. His first parts of the stints where he had tyre life seemed to be really good. But it looks like Rookie is not in Formula 1 anymore, but in Formula Drift.
I think Ferrari have cut the gap on Alfa Romeo in the constructors quite considerably, actually, with a P2 and a P7.
Yeah, it would seem like that, wouldn't it? Alfa Romeo still getting both cars into the points tonight, even though he's fishtailing everywhere. I feel so bad for him because I feel like that was a slog for those last 10 laps for him. But he got there in the end. MCL supposedly gets driver of the day. I mean, I would give it to him based on positions gained, but it was artificial because he disqualified himself in qualifying. I am going to give my driver of the day. I think it actually has to go to Bird. I'm not gonna lie. Very smooth, composed driving at the start. I think Ricky's a very close second. He had a very, very solid race. Just at the end there, those tyres start to give way, and he was struggling a little bit. I don't think that's anything that he could solve or anything of his fault. So
yeah,
I just feel a little bit
I'll go here on the Bird front, mate. Yeah, he's drove an exceptional race strategy-wise. Obviously, he missed the safety car pit entry, but obviously
it's just RNG, isn't it? You know.
It's what's name as well. I'd like to mention Exo. Thought he's done a good race as well.
I think we could
P7.
just mention Ferrari as a whole today, just sort of holding up that mantle as a team to fight against in this championship. Obviously, Alfa Romeo only having one car scoring big points today. Rookie down in P14. There's going to be some points, just not a lot to add to that.
Been a good day today for Ferrari at Singapore with taking the race win in the actual F1 race as well.
Yeah, so it seems to be Ferrari day. Ferrari have always been strong around Singapore, but I feel like today of all days was a good day for Ferrari in terms of ERC. It was a good point haul with a second and a seventh adding to the tally. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this round of ERC Sunday. This was round 6 at Singapore. I've been Andrew Gatton, and once again I've been joined by the most amazing human being I could ever ask to have ever
Oh,
known on this planet, and that is Mike Wallace. Thank you very much for joining me in the comms box once again.
it's been a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. I love every minute with you, mate.
Yeah, and I will see everybody tomorrow, 5 p.m. for International Paddock Podcast. Got a lot to talk about tomorrow.
Be there or
Well,
be square.
exactly. Be there or be a square. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a good week, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Night night.